still feel a little bit in shock.
Yeah.
Not sure how to process something like that.
Yeah. All right. You good?
Yep.
Can you just start by saying and spelling your first and last name for me?
Jennifer McAllister, McAllister.
And you're from Texas?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay. Can you just describe for me, I overheard what you were saying before about how you came pretty close to the finish line and kind of what happened from there.
I had just crossed the 26-mile marker and was looking at the finish line, and that's a happy sight. It's usually the happiest sight for a marathon runner because you know the pain's going to end at the finish line. And I got into about 26.1 when I heard a loud explosion, and a second after that I saw the building blow out, but it didn't register what that was going on. I thought it was at first I thought it was fireworks, you know, because of something festive. And then so I kept running, and the runners around me all kept running towards the finish line. And then about what seemed to be like 4 seconds later, another explosion went off, and then we knew something wasn't right, and everyone froze, and it was eerie, kind of a silence, because no one knew what to do. And then the panic set in, and people started running. The runners started running the other way, and families with little kids, you can see them running past. And I was really panicking because I wanted with everything to keep running towards the finish because my husband was supposed to be there, and also my friend was waiting at the finish line for me. My other friend Tony was behind me, so I knew she was okay, but I also knew my other friend was just ahead of me, and I didn't know what to do because they were yelling at us to move back, but I wanted to go forward, and so I just stood there. And then a police officer came over and started yelling, "Get back, get back," and then he said, "Get away from the trash cans, get away from the trash cans." And also, when the bombs were going off like that, because they went off one and then the other, and they was here, here, and I was right back here, everyone knew it was probably going to hit where we were standing. So I just kept thinking, this is horrible, but I kept thinking, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt, because you knew you were next. Scared to death. And then there wasn't another explosion. And I grabbed a bystander's cell phone who graciously handed it over to me, and I was able to call my husband. And the first time I called, it didn't go through, which was horrible. And then I called again, and he answered, and I was very, very happy to hear his voice, and he was also able to let me know that Shemin was okay. So then I can breathe a little bit, but it was a horrific day, and I didn't even know at the time all the devastation that happened closer because of all the smoke and stuff. But yeah, it was not the end to a marathon that you won, but also I'm very blessed, very, very blessed that God protected me and my friends, because if the timing had been any different, we wouldn't be here. And my husband got stuck in traffic, and my husband's friend, and they couldn't make it to where they were supposed to be, which would have put them in harm's way. So,
was there anything that you saw that was just sort of especially troubling when you were down there, or was it just pandemonium in general?
Just seeing the panic in the parents' eyes. I suppose there was a person running by with a baby in a stroller and a mama holding her baby, and just getting it was almost the images you saw from New York when people were running away. And it's a horrible feeling because you're not in control of anything, and you realize there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do, and you're just at the mercy of you know, what's going to happen next. So it's just such, and then today I wake up with just such a range of emotions, because on one hand I'm just so sick for the families that lost that little boy, and that family, and the people that died, and the injuries, devastation for them, but I also have such relief that my husband and my friends are okay. And so it's kind of like a roller coaster, and then also just knowing how quickly your life can be taken from you. We weren't doing anything crazy. Well, some people might think it's pretty crazy, but just running, and something like that can happen. So we're not promised tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Can you talk a little bit about Boston? I don't know if you've been here before, but kind of just your impressions of the city, and do you plan to come back?
Yes, I love Boston. We have had a great time. This is the first time I've been here, and we've been doing all the touristy sightseeing stuff. We have a friend who went to MIT, and we told him all the things we did in one day, and he told us to settle down, don't try and see it all in one day, but I'm kind of glad we did now. We saw most of it, but we've had a wonderful time. Everyone has been very friendly and nice, and It would have been the perfect trip had not it ended the way it did. But even now, like coming here, one of the things that broke our hearts was, you know, not crossing that finishing line that you worked so hard for, and the pain you go through to get here. And we went in there and they put the medals on our neck for us and gave us our medal, which was just a bonus. Which medals really mean nothing in light of what happened, but it was just an extra nice thing that they did for us to let us know that they're happy that we're here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I hope you get home safe.
Thank you. Now the next step is getting home.
I know. Are you leaving?
Yeah, we're leaving right now, actually.
Oh, right now.